Hey YouTube, this is City Prepping. In this video, we're going to take a look at a rocket stove. A rocket stove is a very efficient tool that allows you to cook or boil water after an emergency. In this video, we're going to go over 5 advantages this particular system offers, so stick around. If you're new to this channel, my name is Chris, and on this channel we discuss emergency preparedness and we do product gear reviews like this particular product. As I mentioned earlier, these particular platforms have a lot of advantages as they're very efficient, and you can use simple things like biomass that may be laying around in your yard. You don't have to have a lot of wood already prepared or cut up or stored. And this particular system allows you again to cook or boil water if there's not any propane or electricity may not be available. After an emergency, having this particular type of system has a lot of advantages over an open flame, which I'll go through a little more in the next 5 points. If any time during this video you want to check this out, I'll put a link in the description section below. So let's go ahead and jump in. Here's the top 5 reasons you should get a rocket stove as a critical part of your emergency preparedness gear. After we discuss the 5 reasons, we'll take a deeper look at this particular model. Number 5, they produce very little smoke. Once they get started, they burn efficiently and produce little smoke, which is great for OPSEC. OPSEC stands for Operational Security. If you start cooking on an open flame after an emergency has struck your area and people find themselves unprepared or unable to cook food, you'll draw attention to yourself with a fire that produces a lot of smoke. Having the ability to keep smoke to a minimum will prevent you from drawing unwanted attention. It does this with a fully insulated vertical combustion chamber that forces gases to mix with flames when in use. Also, the flame is contained within the stove and it is not very visible. Number 4, it uses an assortment of biomass. If disaster strikes in your area, typically it's not too hard to find wood, twigs, leaves, or other forms of biomass laying around. If you don't have wood stored up in advance, being able to scavenge around your area for small pieces of fuel will allow you to cook with these devices. They take flammable biomass and efficiently burn them. Number 3, it's easy to transport. While this is not something you would carry in a backpack if you had to quickly leave your home due to an emergency that forced you out, it is small enough to easily pack into your vehicle, and their compact design allows you to quickly grab it and go along with your other gear you already have ready should an emergency arise. Number 2, they're durable. This particular model, the Minuteman rocket stove, is built in the United States with an internal ceramic insulation allowing it to reach temperatures in excess of 1200 degrees. Be careful with do-it-yourself rocket stoves, as you'll see many of these on YouTube. Unless you specifically have cinder blocks designed for fire, they'll easily disintegrate, which can present a fire hazard. Number 1, they're efficient. Just a handful of fuel can cook an entire meal. It uses a lot less fuel than an open fire. Actually, it uses less than 1/10 the wood required by an open fire or wood-burning stove. There's no need to store large supplies of wood, scavenge, harvest, or process a lot of wood to cook your food if cooking with propane or electricity is not an option. The way a rocket stove works is that it has an air chamber at the bottom, a refractory metal combustion chamber above where you add the fuel, and a vertical combustion chamber which helps to efficiently and cleanly burn the fuel. It has a lightweight ceramic insulation which cuts the weight and keeps you from burning your hands if touching the sides. Having a device like this is very beneficial if you have a limited supply of fuel and you need to, for example, boil a lot of water. Again, this is where a device like this comes in handy, as it can do a lot in a very small amount of time. Next, using a cast iron skillet, I was able to cook some eggs very quickly as well. The heat was evenly distributed across the skillet, which is one of the great things about using a cast iron skillet. If you're going to pick up a rocket stove, I highly recommend you have a cast iron skillet or a Dutch oven as well. I'll include links to the ones I purchased below. So now that we've talked about the advantages that rocket stoves offer, let's go over this particular model. To set it up, simply open the lid, add the chimney on top, and you're pretty much ready to go. It really is that simple. When you purchase this off my website, and again I'll put a link in the description section below, it will come with my fire sticks for free. Simply shave off some pieces or use any other flammable material to help get the fire started. Next, load the chimney with flammable material and you'll have a fire start up quickly. Simply feed the fire with small pieces of wood, being careful not to overstuff it, and you'll have a very efficient fire that will produce a very hot flame at the top of the chimney. Once you're done cooking, dump out the coals Let it cool down for about 10 minutes, reattach the lid, and the Minuteman rocket stove is ready to travel. The lid also has a rubber seal, so no smell or soot will get inside your vehicle. Hopefully this video will give you enough information to determine whether this is an item that you want to add to your emergency preparedness inventory. I've done other reviews in the past on other rocket stoves, and what makes this unit so unique is the ability to take it apart, pack it up, and it's small, it's easy to carry around, and it's just basically portable. If you do want to check out this unit, I'll put a link in the description section below. If you pick it up on my website, it comes with a few additional items, some Maya sticks and their fire starter that you won't get on the manufacturer's website. And shipping is free for this particular unit. Again, if you have any questions or any feedback, post that in the comment section below. And as always, stay safe out there.